Hello and welcome to Journey to Wellness. I'm Jeff Carnevale, your fitness specialist for the City of Dallas Park and Recreation Department. Today, we are going to work on our breath and grounding stance. So this is a wellness practice where we'll do a little bit of movement, we'll do a little bit of range of motion, but I really want you to think about nice deep breaths, oxygenating your body, and finding a sense of relaxation and balance in our work today. Okay, so let's just start with our standing posture. Your feet should be directly underneath so that your ankles, your knees, and your hips are all in a nice straight line. From there, just engage your core slightly so your pelvis is level and you can feel a nice foundation of core strength. Let's roll our shoulders down a little bit. And I first want you to really just think about that breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And as we continue this practice today, I want you to always come back to that breath and move slowly and mindfully with your breath. Let's do some shoulder rolls next, really bringing them up nice and high in the front and exhaling and rolling them down to the back. As we know, we do tend to carry some tension in those shoulders, and it's a nice idea from time to time just to remind our shoulders that they don't belong up near our ears or rolling to the front, but they really do belong relaxed and down our back. So let's do one more of those and exhale. Excellent. All right, we're gonna move all the way down to our ankles. Our mobility in our ankles is important for our balance and our walking. And also a great idea to keep that range of motion in the ankles is really important for a lot of our exercises. So hands on the hips, 1 foot back. Let's just do some ankle rolls here. Again, always making sure you can have some focus on your breath. Deep, slow inhales through your nose and exhales through your mouth. Switch directions. If it feels good for you to do a count, maybe a 4 or 5 count for each inhale and then each exhale, do that. All right, we're gonna switch to the other leg. So again, hopefully you can feel, even though we're maintaining the majority of our weight on one leg, you can feel how that balance and that strength really comes from your core and not from your feet or your really lower muscles in your legs. All right, excellent. We've done a few in each direction. We're gonna bring those feet back underneath us, and we're gonna do something called cat and cow next. So it's a way to really go through our spine. I want you to think about making a wave with your spine. So there's gonna be a big arch, and then there's gonna be a C shape as well. So let's start by putting our hands on our thighs, and then we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna draw our navel in, and we're gonna kind of put our gaze there at our belly button. And then as we inhale, we're gonna arch our back and roll through our spine and look for the ceiling. And then we're gonna exhale, we're gonna pull that belly button in again and really create some tension in our abs and roll and create that C. And then we're gonna inhale again. This is a nice warm up to do before you will go out for a run or maybe before you do some strength training. But it's also something you can just do on its own. Maybe you need to take a break. You've been sitting at your desk at work for a few hours and you just want to bring some energy to your body. All right, last one, inhale in. And this time as we exhale, let's just come to a standing. All right, excellent. All right, one more exercise here called chair before we get into our grounding stance and finish in that relaxed grounding stance. Chair pose really activates all our core muscles. So I want you to think about, again, being nice and engaged here and push those hips back and then just begin to sit down. That's far enough. At the same time, I want you to bring your hands above your head a little bit. So we actually have energy and going in 2 directions. We're reaching up for the ceiling with our fingertips and we're pushing down to the floor right through the middle of our feet. And you want a nice long spine and you want some engagement in your abs. So already I bet you're feeling a lot of heat in those core muscles, right? One more big breath and then exhale and come back up into a standing position. Excellent. Let's do that one more time. So again, starting with that good posture, starting to sit down like there's a chair behind you, and then lifting those arms up towards the ceiling as you press a little bit more into the floor. Remember, the range of motion depends on how you feel. Go as deep as you can, but really feel all those muscles tighten. Your abs, your glutes, your quads. Reaching for the ceiling as you push down into the floor, and then on your next exhale, press back up. Excellent. So you got some fire in your breath, you got some fire in your core muscles, and now we're gonna end in what's called the grounding stance. So let those legs get a little bit further apart, roll those shoulders back one more time, palms to the front, and go back to that breath. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. The reason I like this short little routine so much is that you can do it anywhere, anytime. You can take a break from work. It could be a pre-workout warm-up. It could be something you do when you're traveling and you get out of the car and stop at the rest area for a few minutes on your travels. It's a great thing to do anytime, just to reset yourself. So, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Feel the earth underneath your feet. Feel the balance in your feet. A little softness in the knees, so none of your joints are under too much pressure. All right, last big breath here. Good. All right, well, thank you for joining me today for this nice balance and core strengthening movements, and ending with that nice grounding stance. Even if you just need that few minutes to yourself, you can do the grounding stance on your own if that works for you as well. Thank you for joining me here on your journey to wellness. And remember, Dallas Park and Recreation brings communities together.